God says, have you ever felt like someone is watching you, but couldn't quite pinpoint who? Well, the truth might shock you. The people closest to you are watching every step you take, and the police are involved. If you've ever felt like your actions were being tracked, trust that it's no coincidence. God sees everything, even what seems hidden from our eyes. The time has come to understand how much control certain people around you have over your life. The tip that reached the police came from someone you trust, someone you've opened your life to. As shocking as it may sound, the reality is that the world operates in ways you might not fully grasp. People, without you even knowing, are gathering information. The authorities are not always as distant as we think. They can know things you might have never thought they would. The question is, who are the people around you? And why would someone you trust turn their back on you? It's a painful realization, but it's a truth that might be more relevant than you expect. The police, while sworn to protect and serve, sometimes go after cases that seem trivial, all based on the information that someone close to you provides. It's not always easy to identify who's behind these actions, but God knows the truth. Sometimes, the people you least suspect are the ones involved in bringing that information to the authorities. It could be as simple as a comment you made or a glance you gave that has been misinterpreted. What seems insignificant to you might be a warning signal to others, triggering a response from those in power. Your every move, every decision, every word, might be feeding into a network you never knew existed. The idea that someone you trust is sharing your information with the authorities is unnerving. But this situation is not as rare as you think. This happens more often than we'd like to admit. Be mindful of who you confide in and the details you share with others. Trust is a fragile thing, and even those who seem to have your best interests at heart might unknowingly or knowingly betray you. God says, you are being watched, not because you did something wrong, but because information is a tool in the hands of many. And while it's difficult to digest, there is power in knowledge. The police have their ways of tracking, investigating, and collecting data. They are experts at seeing connections that you may never notice. Someone you trust has provided that connection, intentionally or not. It is time to reflect on the relationships in your life and how they shape the path you walk. You may not understand why things happen the way they do, but God sees the bigger picture. Trust that He is always watching, protecting you from unseen dangers. When people turn against you, when betrayal occurs, it's not the end, it's the beginning of a new chapter. Your strength lies in how you respond to these challenges. There is purpose even in the pain of betrayal. The police may be tracking your every move, but there is more to the story than what meets the eye. In times like these, it's important to remember that you are never alone. God sees everything. He understands when your heart feels betrayed or when you feel like you can't trust anyone. But what you might not see is how these challenges are molding you into someone stronger, someone who learns to discern true friends from false ones. It might feel like everything is falling apart, but God is aligning things in your life for something greater. Remember, every encounter and every interaction serves a purpose. You might not see the meaning behind certain actions right away, but with time, clarity will come. Just as the police track your movements, God is tracking your heart. He knows your desires, your fears, and your aspirations. Your journey might be complicated, but it's shaping you into the person you're meant to become. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $50. God says, even when you feel like you're being watched or followed, remember that He is the one who watches over you. Nothing is hidden from His eyes. If you feel uncomfortable with the idea of someone tracking you, remember that you don't need to fear, because God will protect you. The betrayal of a trusted friend or family member might sting, but in the end, it will lead you to a place of greater wisdom. No matter what happens, trust that God is working behind the scenes for your benefit. In moments of uncertainty, don't let fear take hold of your heart. The road ahead may seem unclear, but it is part of a divine plan. While the police may have access to information about you, know that they can't control your destiny. Only God has that power. The people around you may try to manipulate or deceive, but God's plans will always prevail. Your life is in His hands. Take a moment to reflect on the people around you. Who truly has your best interests at heart? Who might be leading you down a path of confusion? God is showing you the truth, even if it's painful to face. You may be feeling a sense of betrayal, but remember, this is an opportunity to grow stronger in your faith and trust in God. Don't let the actions of others define your worth or your future. You are greater than any betrayal or surveillance. If you are feeling lost or afraid, take comfort in the fact that God is with you. He is guiding you through every trial and challenge. And when you feel like everything is falling apart, He is the one who will rebuild you. Your trust in Him will never be in vain. He will never leave you or forsake you. Amen to that. God is with you through it all, and no matter the circumstances, His protection and guidance will never fail you. Now, take a moment to pray. Reflect on your heart and the trust you place in those around you. Type 333 to receive God's blessings, and know that you are never alone in this journey. Let go of the fear and embrace the peace that only God can bring. Trust in His plan, and the right people will be revealed to you. Amen. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $50. God says, you are not alone in this battle. Your steps are ordered by Him. Even when betrayal strikes, He is right there by your side, guiding you with love and understanding. As you walk through this season of uncertainty, trust that God is preparing you for something better. Just as the police follow their leads, God is leading you to the next chapter of your life. Keep your faith strong and continue moving forward. The best is yet to come. Type 999 and feel the blessings of God in your life. Keep trusting in His timing, even when it's hard. God's plan is unfolding, and His love for you is everlasting. Don't let the actions of others distract you from the path He has set before you. Trust in God's plan, and you will find peace in every situation. God says, the truth will come to light, and when it does, it will shock you to your core. Someone you trust, someone you never expected, has given the police a tip about you. This news will hit you like a ton of bricks, and it will challenge everything you thought you knew about your relationships. But take heart, because God is guiding you through this moment, and everything happens for a reason, even the hardest of truths. When betrayal happens, it shakes you at the very core. The people you expect to protect and stand by you can sometimes be the ones who bring you down. It's not an easy truth to swallow, but it's one that you must accept. Betrayal is painful, especially when it's from someone close to you, but this is where your strength in God will be tested. You may feel angry, confused, and hurt, but don't forget, God has a plan, even in the most painful situations. He will show you the truth and help you navigate through it. You've probably been wondering what went wrong. How did things get to this point? You were close, and you trusted this person. But sometimes, we don't know the hearts of those around us as deeply as we think we do. The police tip came from someone who knew you well, someone who had access to your life and your secrets. You never thought they'd betray you, but here you are, faced with the reality that someone close to you is feeding information to the authorities. God says, I understand your pain. This might feel like the world is crumbling around you. But trust that nothing happens without purpose. Even the betrayal you're experiencing is part of a greater plan that God has for your life. While the situation might look grim right now, there is a greater purpose unfolding. Sometimes, God allows us to face painful truths so that we can grow stronger, wiser, and more discerning about who we allow into our lives. The shock of betrayal might leave you feeling exposed and vulnerable. But remember, God is your protector, and He will guide you through this storm. The actions of others don't define your worth or your future. You are more than the circumstances you face. Take comfort in knowing that God sees all, and He is working behind the scenes, even when things feel out of control. Your journey is not defined by the actions of one person, no matter how close they were to you. Betrayal will come, but it doesn't have to break you. God will heal the wounds and bring you to a place of restoration. There is power in forgiveness, even when the betrayal cuts deep. You don't have to carry the weight of this alone. Trust in God's timing, and allow Him to show you the lessons you can learn through this experience. The person who gave the police a tip may have had their own reasons for doing so. But you must trust that their actions do not define your future. People make decisions based on their own beliefs, fears, and motives. While it's difficult to understand why someone would betray you, trust that God knows the full story. He will turn this around for your good. Take a moment and reflect. Who in your life has your best interests at heart? Who has proven to be trustworthy? And who may be walking a different path that you need to distance yourself from? God is showing you who is truly on your side. Your relationships are being revealed for what they truly are, and it's time to make decisions about who you allow close to your heart. Amen. If you believe that God is guiding you through this betrayal and helping you heal, type Amen to receive His blessings. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $50. Trust in His power to bring you through this situation, no matter how impossible it may seem. Remember, God is always with you, and His love will never fail. God says, Even when someone you trust turns their back on you, I am here. I will never leave you. My plan for your life is bigger than any betrayal. Through these trials, you will find a deeper understanding of who I am and who you are in me. Keep your faith strong, for I am your protector and provider. You don't have to face this alone. Allow my strength to carry you. Now, more than ever, you need to rely on God. While the world around you may seem uncertain, He is unchanging. The betrayal from someone close to you might leave you feeling isolated, but God is your constant companion. He is the one who will never let you down. You can trust Him fully, knowing that He is working on your behalf. No matter how bad things seem right now, God is turning the situation in your favor. Trust that He sees the bigger picture. What you're experiencing is just a moment in time, and it will soon pass. The betrayal you're facing will not define your story. You will come out of this stronger, wiser, and more aligned with God's purpose for your life. As you continue to walk through this, know that God is transforming you from the inside out. He is strengthening your spirit, and teaching you valuable lessons about trust, forgiveness, and discernment. There is so much ahead for you, and this is just a stepping stone on your journey. You might be feeling overwhelmed, but don't forget to lean into God's strength. You don't have to handle everything on your own. God is here to carry your burdens. His love for you is immeasurable, and He will guide you through every step of this difficult journey. Amen. If you believe that God is healing you and guiding you through this trial, type Amen. Let His peace fill your heart and know that everything is working out according to His will. God says, even in the hardest moments, I am with you. When someone you trust betrays you, it doesn't change my love for you. I am your refuge and your strength. Trust in me, and I will lead you through this with grace and wisdom. This season of your life is preparing you for something greater, and I will never leave your side. As you move forward, remember that this betrayal is not the end of your story. God is bringing you to a new place, a place of healing, growth, and deeper trust. This experience will teach you how to protect your heart and discern who is truly for you. Trust that God is turning every negative into a blessing. Amen. If you're ready to let go of the pain and embrace God's healing, type Amen now. Let His blessings flow into your life as you continue to trust Him with your heart and your future. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $50. God's plan for you is greater than any betrayal. Keep walking forward with faith, knowing that He is with you every step of the way. You are stronger than you think, and this will make you even more resilient in your walk with God. Trust in Him, and the best is yet to come. God says, in this moment, you may feel like the walls are closing in around you, and you're being watched from every angle. The police have their eyes on you, and it feels as if the noose is tightening. But here's the shocking truth you may not expect. The person who has been feeding information to the authorities may be someone you least expect. Someone you've trusted, someone you've let into your life, has betrayed you in the most unimaginable way. But God says, don't panic. This is not the end. This is the beginning of a greater story that He is unfolding for you. The person who snitched may have been someone you thought had your back. You've shared your life with them, trusted them with your secrets, and leaned on them during hard times. But in the blink of an eye, that trust has been shattered. And now, as you try to piece together what happened, the truth is slowly coming to light. They've been feeding information to the police. This betrayal might sting deeply, but it is important to understand that no weapon formed against you shall prosper. God is always ahead of the game, and He is already working on your behalf. God says, I see what you're going through. I know how it feels to be betrayed by someone you thought was in your corner. But remember, I have a bigger plan for your life. This betrayal does not define you. It may hurt now, but it is part of the process of bringing you closer to the person you are meant to be. Trust in my timing. Trust that I am turning this situation around for your good, even when you can't see the end result. Betrayal can make you feel exposed and vulnerable. The police are watching your every move, and it feels like your privacy is no longer yours. Every step you take seems to be under a magnifying glass. It's easy to get overwhelmed by the thought that everything you've done is being scrutinized. But take a deep breath and remember, God is with you. You are never alone, and He sees everything that is happening. This moment might be difficult, but it's not the end of the road. The hardest part of betrayal is the realization that someone close to you is behind it. Someone you trusted enough to let into your life has taken your vulnerability and used it against you. It feels like a punch to the gut when you realize that someone you love or care about has betrayed you. This situation might leave you feeling hopeless or betrayed, but know that God is your shield. He will protect you from the storm that is brewing. God says, I will never leave you or forsake you. Even though the person you trusted has let you down, I will always be by your side. You are not alone in this fight. The police may be watching, but I am the one who watches over you. You may feel like the situation is spiraling out of control, but trust me when I say that I have a plan to bring you out of this stronger than before. Nothing is hidden from my sight, and I will work all things together for your good. This is a crucial moment in your life, and it will define your character moving forward. While the police may have their eyes on you, it is important to remember that you are not alone in this. God has been with you through every trial, and He will see you through this one as well. The snitch who has caused this turmoil might think they have won, but in reality, God has already turned the situation around for your benefit. You may not see it now, but everything is happening for a reason. Trust that God has the final say. The situation may seem bleak, but know that God is using this for your growth. Each challenge you face is shaping you into a stronger, more resilient person. You may not understand why this betrayal has occurred, but with time, clarity will come. Sometimes, we have to go through pain in order to grow into the person God has called us to be. Keep your faith strong, because God is at work in the background, turning everything around for your good. Amen. If you believe that God is in control of this situation and that He will turn this around for your good, type Amen. Trust that He is watching over you and guiding you through this storm. Let His peace fill your heart, and know that He will protect you from the enemy's schemes. God says, do not be afraid. Even when you feel betrayed, even when you feel exposed, I am the one who has the final word. You are mine, and no one can take that away from you. The police may be watching you, but I have already written the story of your life. Nothing is too difficult for me. I will turn this situation into a testimony of my power and faithfulness. When you feel like the world is against you, remember that God is for you. He has a plan for your life that no one can interrupt. The snitch who thought they had control over your life will soon realize that they were only playing a small part in the greater narrative God is creating. You are the protagonist in your own story, and no one can take away your power unless you let them. Stand firm in your faith, and trust that God is working everything out. As difficult as it is to deal with betrayal, it's important to understand that this moment is not forever. This situation will pass, and you will emerge from it stronger than you were before. The police may be watching, but God is watching over you. His protection is greater than any surveillance, and His plans for your life will always prevail. Trust in His process and trust in His timing. Amen. Type Amen if you believe that God is in control of every aspect of your life and that He will protect you from any weapon formed against you. Let this be a reminder that no matter what happens, God is your refuge and your strength. God says, "The snitch may have thought they could cause you harm, but I have already turned this situation around. Trust in my ability to protect you, to heal you, and to restore what has been broken." The betrayal you are facing may feel like a setback, but in reality, it is a setup for something greater. I am with you in this journey, and together, we will overcome this challenge. This is a defining moment in your life. The police may be watching, but God is watching over you. Trust that He will lead you through every trial, and He will guide you to the place of victory. The person who betrayed you will soon see that they were only a small part of the bigger plan God has for your life. God's plans are always bigger and better than anything we could ever imagine. Amen. If you believe that God's plan for your life is greater than any betrayal, type Amen and receive His blessings. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $50. Trust in His divine protection and guidance, and know that He will see you through every storm. God says, "This moment, though painful, will soon pass." The betrayal you've experienced will not define you. You are more than your circumstances, and you are more than the actions of others. You are a child of God, and His plans for you are filled with hope, peace, and prosperity. Stand firm in your faith, and trust that He is working everything out for your good. Even though the police are watching, and someone close to you has betrayed your trust, God's love and power are greater than any situation. Keep your eyes on Him, and trust that He will protect you and guide you through this storm. The best is yet to come, and God is preparing you for something greater.